This is one of a typical layout by Berthold Wolpe to the printer John Roberts Press, Clerkenwell, who knew how to interpret his sketches extremely well, and so he didn't have to give immaculate detail. An editorial form was attached to any manuscript that came into the production department, and that would be passed on by David Bland to the designer, which would be Berthold or myself. Sometimes it's specified him and sometimes me, and the printer would actually do the artwork for this to make a block, because you couldn't have made it from that. So they were extremely good. There it is. It's perfect, except I think possibly he's changed the size of that. I think it's gone down a size. But, you know, he visualised what it was going to do. Why, a young student would probably, with a rapidograph, sort of draw it out and take about 4 hours to do it. But he could see it in his mind's eye. So it was really quite a sketch, but it always worked. When I went to Russell Square, I first of all started off in a room with 6 other people. And the tables were unsteady, you know, so if you were doing any lettering, you know, it was sort of, you know, if you were drawing straight lines, you used a ruling pen and you had your bottle of ink and you stuck things down with cow, that was a glue. You'd put the ink in there and screw that up. And this is how bell jar was done, you see. You do that and then you could push it down and do the next one and all the way down. So very useful. And then for straight lines, like if I was doing this artwork and I would have, you know, done 2 lines, which is fiddly, especially working on, you know, a bad surface, could be very difficult. But later on the rapidograph pens came in and they were absolutely wonderful. You didn't have to dip the ink in the point there. They just, oh, it was heavenly.